Let's be honest for a second. Those vices you have are killing your gains. They're killing all of your potential. You know why though? Because you consume it too much. You're coping with it. You're coping. Bro, vapes probably run the same or similar price as a new video game, which is 60, $70 without tax or whatnot, just in itself, or with the tax, 60 to $70. So it's like people always talk about all these different vape flavors, right? Oh, I got this flavor, I got that flavor. Even in high school, for me personally, I'm looking like, man, if you don't go to the store and get that same fruit, like, what the heck wrong with you? Why are you inhaling it thinking that it's healthy for you, bro? It still has high levels of nicotine, and all type of nonsense and ridiculousness that's gonna mess up your heart as you get older, and you continue to do that. You're just slowly internally killing yourself, over a certain period of time. But then you can also contradict that. Blake, all these millionaires and billionaires, they have these vices like we do. What makes them different? Here's the thing. We're going to use athletes, for example. Michael Jordan, famous athlete. You know what his addiction was? Gambling and smoking. Just because he had the money to gamble it away, and just because he was addicted to cigars, even after winning 6 full NBA championships, you ain't the same. They're not average people. Same with Lil Wayne and Snoop. They like smoking blunts while they rap. Mind you, they can get away with it per se because they're at a higher scale than you. If you're the average and you're working a corporate job, your stress levels is only within the company. Meaning that company, depending on the task or whatever, or your coworkers, yeah, why do you think people say, oh, I need a smoke break, or I need a drink? Even whether they're joking or being dead serious, you know, over time that innately just consumes them because now they don't even look forward to work or forward to whatever that task is, right? So they feel like they have to cope with that said vice, to kind of get through it when they can. It can slow them down. It can make them exhausted, not only affect their health. Rich people, though, on the other hand, or people in the entertainment industry, such as sports and music, you know what they do? They have a higher scale. When you're an athlete or a musician, you have fans, millions and millions of people around the world, thousands of people in arenas that you're trying to sell out. That in itself, you made one mistake, oh, it hits the internet. Oh, you're a buster. Oh, you suck. Oh, you're trash. Oh, why would this person sign this athlete to this team? They're not winning championships. Why is he in the starting lineup? He sucks. This, that, and the third. It's like you're such put on a higher pedestal that whatever their coping is, they use that to temporarily cope, and then they realize in the public eye, I have to prove a point. So once they finish temporarily coping, they're just trying to shoot as much out as they can to literally get to the top. That's what Michael Jordan did. He used to smoke and gamble in his downtime, but man, when it came to them championships and he was desperate, he wanted to prove a point, and he was a complete douchebag to his teammates. He was mean. He was, aggressive. He was just ruthless. But that's why he won 6 championships. He had to overextend and over-index in that realm so his vice that was already on a high level wouldn't take over. Just because of the status, because of the position, because of the pedestal everybody put those type of people on. Every celebrity is put on a pedestal in some way. That's why most that have similar vices as you don't always succumb to it. Now, there's others that do succumb to it, depending on how bad the pressure is. But in the other alternate reality is that they just make sure that whatever their job is to go crazier in it than their vice. Same with Lil Wayne and Snoop, right? They like smoking blunts, but guess what? They're rappers. So you think, they could go in there, smoke some blunts, write down some notes. Granted, it don't even have to make sense, but like they could write down certain lyrics, certain past incidents or about their life or whatever. Just write some verses, write some bars, and then when they're past the highness and they get back to reality, they can kind of restructure and reorganize it into a way that's very flowing and flowable to where they can make a good song out of it, a good album, and it'll actually sell. That's the whole thing. That's the whole conspiracy theory when it comes to these rappers and artists who have similar vices as y'all, but don't succumb to it. That's simply why. That's a simple, basic formula. I know it was a lot. I know it's a lot to think about, but that's what it is. They have more responsibilities. They have more eyes watching compared to you in your regular day-to-day life. That's simply why. Same with being in shape, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure, I've never personally seen it, but I have heard that there's people who be in the gym mid-set during breaks, they hit a vape. I'm like, what? Who does that? That defeats the purpose, because that's going to make it harder to breathe. If you already don't have water with you, or you ran out of water or any type of liquid to wash it down with the sweat and the heatness in that gym, then you're most likely going to be dehydrated. So you inhaling a vape makes it worse. There's too much chemicals going on with your natural body heat, your natural body odor. Like, that's too much. That's not smart by any means necessary. But hey, it's your life. You do what you want. But I'm just letting you know the truth. You know, I'm the type where if you're going to indulge in vices, I personally don't have those kind of vices. I never craved it. But if you're going to have that, whether it be smoke a cigar, whatever, you know, or drink, only do it on a good occasion to where you accomplished something or you had big goals that were achieved and whatnot, or certain occasions, right? Like I said, don't do it every single day, every weekend, because it becomes an addiction over time and you will succumb to it. You will be internally and probably physically, you know, depressed over time, and you just won't be able to live to your full potential because you let that innately take over you without even realizing it. It's slow creeping. You don't even see it coming, and then it just bam. It's just like getting hit in the face indirectly. Alright? But that's in this video. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. Comment down in other future videos you may want to see. Let me know if this resonated with you, because if it did, you need to save it, watch it again. Share this with someone who needs to hear this, who has any sort of bad addiction, especially if you have it. You know, take some of these tips, implement it only for special occasions. If you really are the type that really like just want to do it so bad, do it for special occasions. If this is the type of content you like to see with fitness, life, you know, with life advice, mentality, mindset, identity shifting, all of that, subscribe to the channel. It's free subscription. Well, subscriptions are paid for, but free subscribe button, free content, free value, free everything. It's free. Free information, free content, free subscribe button, free notifications so you get notified every time I drop a video. It's free. Free 99. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, man, this journey, this is something that y'all are gonna enjoy, because a lot of people don't talk about it. All right? And especially if you're a young guy coming up, or my age, or even a little older, this is very important. Because, man, the next few years, when you're in the 20s and 30s, man, you're gonna wish you knew some of this stuff, or thought these certain ways and whatnot. But that's it for now. Until next time, I'm gonna see you on the next.